Assalamu alaikum everybody, it's day 12 of Ramadan and I've just finished having my iftar. I had it with these lovely disposable cups and plates. Hopefully you can see it from Anafia Gifts. Thank you so much for sending that my way. Anafia Gifts are one of our main partners, so thank you very much for sending that for the Hakawati series. So let's get day 12 out on our calendar. Let's get it opened up. Okay, we've got it here and it says tidy the table after iftar. Well, that's perfect for our next book reading, which is all about after iftar tales. I'm going to put my iftar down, and this book is done by Bismillah Buddies, and it's actually done by a collection of authors. So there's many different authors in this, so we will focus on one story today. After Iftar Tales by Bismillah Buddies and a collection of authors. We're going to do a Ramadan surprise today, and this is written by Malika Khan and is illustrated by Basma Saidza Aras. Little Amina was sitting in her chair when she looked at the masjid and tucked in her hair. The sun would soon set, it was almost time to eat. She looked forward to breaking her fast with something sweet. Amina raced forward, excited for her first community iftar. Everyone was invited to eat together, then pray and thank Allah. But when she got to the entrance, she stopped in her tracks. She could not go up the stairs unless someone had her back. Thankfully, both Daddy and Mummy were there, as well as a kind man who offered to help lift her chair. Soon the sound of the adhan filled the sky. Amina thanked the kind man and waved goodbye. She followed Mummy to where the feast would be. Then they sat alongside a friendly family. In front of them were water, dates and rice on a huge plate, and so with a Bismillah, everyone ate. Amina enjoyed sharing food and getting to know new faces. She made a dua, hoping that her family would no longer move to new places. Can we have iftar here again tomorrow and the day after that? Mummy smiled at Amina's question and gave her a pat. It's only once a week, dear, but tomorrow we can come to pray. That sounded good to Amina. She punched the air, shouting, "Yay!" Amina admired every masjid, whether big, sparkly, simple or small. She really, truly loved them all. Every masjid felt the same, peaceful and serene. But usually to get inside, she needed a team. She didn't mind being lifted up, briefly floating in the sky. In fact, in those moments, she felt that she could fly. Yet Amina knew that one day her chair would be too heavy. Already her parents struggled to keep it steady. It made Amina sad to think that there might be a day when she would not be able to go out to pray. She would miss the lessons told by the imam, or the smell of the carpets and the quiet mosque calm. That night, Amina made sincere dua right before bed. She raised her hands and quietly she said, "Allah, please let me be as light as a feather so that we can keep going to the masjid together." The next day, Amina wheeled to the entrance with all her might. When she got there, she could not believe her sight. There, the kind man stood beaming as bright as can be. Next to him, connected to the stairs, crept a smooth ramp, invitingly. A ramp was something she could go up, or on her own, even in the future when she'd be big and grown. Amina closed her eyes, joy bubbling from within. Alhamdulillah, she knew that Allah had been listening. Her parents thanked the kind man, who was actually the imam. I thought, why not make things easier for my little sister in Islam? The imam was planning to build the ramp to help the elders too. He explained, Allah's perfect timing make things work out the way they do. Amina thanked him, took a deep breath and then moved up alone. When she got to the top, her chair felt like a throne. Alhamdulillah, Amina said once more. Then with Mummy beside her, she entered the door to share in the blessings and Ramadan fun in the mosque that felt like home to each and everyone. The end. I really like the story that I just read from After Iftar Tales, which is a collection of different stories. I liked that story in particular because it helps to remind us that everybody should be able to appreciate the beauty and the serenity and the peace and calm that is inside a masjid, and how important it is that our masjids are accessible to everyone. inshallah, that can be possible. I'm going to hand it over now to one of the founders of Bismillah Buddies. She's got a special message for you today.
Assalamu alaikum, boys and girls. Hope you guys have had a wonderful Ramadan so far and hope you enjoyed the story. My personal favorite from After Iftar Tales is the story Iftar in Space that talks about a real life woman astronaut. You can read up more about her on our Instagram page, Bismillah Buddies, or on Facebook. See you. Have a great Ramadan.